Well, that was a bit of a mission, but I found the block that I was looking for. Well, one of them. This one right here. It's actually a nice little area, this. I came in through that way, but it looks like the way down is here. So I shall follow that on the way out and hope it's a lot easier than the way I came in. This is the first block in the Dimmingsdale area, which I've never been to before. This one. So we'll give it a go and see how we get on. Looks good. Decent reverse on it by the looks of it. Couple of higher stuff. I'm not sure how much use this block gets, but there's a decent looking chalk on it, fairly fresh. So I guess it gets a bit of use still. Right then, I'll get my shoes on and then we'll see how we get on. We've got 11 problems on this block. And grade wise, we are ranging from 5+ to 6C+. So I shall have a look at what's what and get started. I only brought the one camera with me today as well. I should probably switch out which tripod I got though, because the other one can go taller. Might have made more sense. So then, problem 1, the forge. Climbed the blunt rib from sitting, 6A. There. Okay. So it looks like we're starting here. And going up how high? Right, where am I going to want this then? Look. There. So it's up there. Okay. Decent. Okay. Let's do a bit of root reading here first. Okay, that's the reading plan gone. There's a pocket. Damn, that's tricksy. Wow. That was a very polished pebble that came off there. So I'm currently looking to see if there's anything else I could grab a hold of. There is what looks to be a decent pocket there, but I don't know if that'll bring me too far right for the problem. Let's try that again. I'm trying to decide if this is too highball or not. Although I really don't want to be beat by a 6A. The wall from sitting. What, this? Use the big pocket to gain the upper rail. Oh, that's the pocket they're on about. This foam setting is a 5+. There's nothing here to sit start on. Oh, that's surprisingly good. Dude, like how? It's going for that, for what? Right, let's try the stand start version then. That's decent, that's decent. Okay, something went. All right. So from the stand, I think I made that a 6A. Yeah. So this is problem 5 on this block, called Serpentine or no, it's not, Serpentine Drive. 6B or a 6A stand start. So I need to work out how the hell to do that sit. God, I hate sit starts. So many polished pebbles on there as well. It's like trusting them. Not particularly nice. All right. I suck at sit starts, so I need to work on them. That's what we'll go with here. can't bring myself to let go. Let me show you what I've got here. I've got this little pocket here on the arete, and this big pebble here, which is very smooth. I've got my feet under there somewhere. I need to figure out where exactly, because it feels like it's trapping me from being able to pop up into these crimps here. Nice big pockety bit there. The holds on that brake there are pretty decent. The pocket up there was decent, and I think there was a mono that I used as well. Pebble at the top is solid but smooth and a bit gnarly, and then the top was a bit juggy actually. So I think I'll see if I can get this from sit start and then move on to the two traverses here, because I'm still not sure how safe I feel going for the high stuff. Mostly because of those pebbles. I mean, if this was somewhere like Cottage Rocks or Gents Rock, then it wouldn't be an issue because they're the same kind of height, but with how slippy these pebbles are, I'm not used to that. Could maybe try and stop for that actually. That means bringing that into a catch. Oh, hello. Oh, there we go. You were going the wrong way, you muppet. Tootsie swap. Stand on that. Pebble. Mono. Pocket. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, there we go, 6B. From a sit start. Going the right way helps. I think that's what kills me more than anything outdoors is sit starts. Especially down here, because I was out last Thursday, so a week ago tomorrow, with a couple of friends on the other side of the valley. That session got cut short because some unforecast rain came in, but still it stayed nice and warm. But we were there on a block called the Block of Thebes, which was in the Valley of the Dead area, and it's one of the very first blocks I ever went to down here, and probably the second or third block outdoors that I climbed on at all. So it's got low grade stuff on there, 4s, 5s, 6s. And some of those climbs I should really have repeated first time, but it took me attempts to get it. climbs that I've done before that are easy climbs, and it was mainly the sit start that got me. Yes, I would like to go back to that block and try more on it. However, it is a block that requires multiple pads and or people. It doesn't go as high as this. But yes, sit starts. I need to do more of them. Okay, so that's 6B done. What else do we have? There's 6A there. Sit start to grab the crimps and then blast up the wall. It doesn't look like that one's being done much at all. I might give that a go in a bit. Let's see what's on these traverses. Number 2, 6A, the Moac Traverse. Traverse from the forge along the higher brake line to drop off at Iron Lion Zion. And then we've got 10, How to Smelter, that's a 6C. Another really good Churnet Traverse. From sitting, use the small jog and anything else to gain the traverse line. From there, traverse the sequency brake all the way to the jogs on Serpentine Drive. Okay, I'm going to have a quick look at these. I'm going to try the 6A Traverse first, which is actually longer than the other one, but it looks to be bigger, juggier holds slash ledge. So, the Moac Traverse 6A. Starting from the forge, which was the first climb I did. Well, attempted. I've not done that last move. So we're starting from here, going that way. This would actually make for a nice warm-up. Oh, you're standing on pebbles for this. Wow. I hope you don't have trust issues. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost dropped that. Okay, there's vegetation in the way, that's not fair. Screw it, I'm counting that. There's not a whole lot I can do about the vegetation there. And I honour yanking it out. Man, I still felt that a bit. Curious as to what this one is. Let's see. The traverse coming the other way. This is definitely fresh chalk. This is this year's chalk. There's a sit into here. And that comes all the way along to here. But there's not a whole lot for the feet, which is probably what makes the grade. This is going to be very heavy on the arms. There's some climbs here that haven't been done in so long, it looks like the chalk has washed off half of it, up the top half. Now that's the 6C put. Well, I don't know what I'm going down that. I'm not even sure what the start is, so we'll ignore that one for now. So let's try out this other traverse then, we may as well. In that case, that's a 6C. Let's see what we can do. See if I can put you somewhere a bit better. Probably not. Because I doubt you're going to want to stand there, are you? Oh, there. No, stand. No, stop it. There. Good. Behave. Let's see how we get on. Or even if we get on. That's going to have to be one to come back to. What time are we on? 15:55. Let's see if I can find one more to have a go at. Okay, I don't quite understand the directions for problem 8, so let's have a look at 7. Which is a 6B. Sit start, right hand in pocket, left hand, pebble. Ah. Is that a pebble that's no longer here? Is that why that's a second pocket? I think that might be the case. Game crimps, then the break. Damns the crimps, that's the break. Trend left on pebbles to finish on a flake. let's see how this goes. I'll give this 1 or 2 attempts and then I think I'm going to call it. So I'm starting here, I think. Into the crimps. Nice drugs on the brake. And then gain pebbles and trend left. Finish on the flake. There we go. Oh, sorry little spider. Okay. I'm happy enough with that. What were you? 6B. Yeah, what is a 6B? It's God, that's a low end V4 / high V3. I don't know how I feel about this block, to be honest. So, what did I think of that bit of rock then? I'm happy that I finally found it and got to have a crack, because I've tried to find that before and just got lost in the woods. In fact, I think that was even a video last year. I mean, it's a nice-ish piece of rock. It's a nice area to hang out in. But there's fallen trees and overgrown bushes and stuff to walk in and out, and it's not an easy in and out walk. There's no clear path. And to be honest, I don't think that makes it worth going back to anytime soon. Be a decent one to go back to with someone, with another pad. But again, I have absolutely no eagerness to go back there. I would only want to go back there just to say that I've done them climbs and to have ticked all of the 6s in the valley. So I intend to go back. I just don't have any immediate intention. I think I'll still try to find Lord's Block, which is the next one over. I've been to that once before, and I remember that was pretty decent. But again, if that walk into pain, I'll sack that one off as well. Still, it was nice to get out. Also, the other thing with Smelting Block is the only climb I'm really bothered about is that 6C traverse, which is the hardest one on there. I know there's a 6C plus, which I can't figure out where that is at all. It doesn't look like anybody's tried that in years because there's no chalk marks for it. But no, I think I shall put my efforts onto another block, and that'll be whenever I get back to it one. To be fair, that's likely going to end up being the same case with Lord's block. If I can find it, try it, and it's easy access, I might do a few sessions on it. If the access is like Smelting was, all overgrown, bushes, twigs, crouching and walking through, pushing through with a pad, I'll leave it. It ain't worth it. Maybe the Forestry Commission will clear that bit up one day. I doubt it. But yeah, I think that's it for that one. That was a quick session, couple of climbs. I've been wanting to come down here for the past couple of days, but I just could not get in to do it. The headspace of coming down here. Partly because I couldn't decide what I wanted to actually get on. So today is Wednesday. I think tomorrow I'll stop around at the wall. Maybe Friday, I might come back down here Sunday morning. Push block, I'm done with that for now. I may give the, what was it called? The pine buttress a quick look at. I may have a gander at what's on Cottage Rock as well, that I want to do. I'm not sure where else down here there is. There's that 6C on Gents Rock, the nose that I tried before. I want to get that one, that'd be nice. There's probably some other 6s on, well, there is some other 6s on there that I could project. It's a question of how many times I can go there and stay off my 7A project, because I'd really like to get that done now. Because next month will be 5 years since I first pulled onto that. And it's about time it went. It's 4 years since I first got a 7A. I've done 2 V6s on the moon board, those are 7As. I've got a number of V6s indoors now at Awesome Walls. I think my average grade there now is about a V5. So I've got a couple of V6s. There's an alleged V8 there that I just can't figure out the footwork on for one sequence, otherwise I've got every other move on that climb done, easy. So I don't think that's a V8. I'm not entirely sure it would be a V7. But then it is a slab and bouncy, so I'm usually not too bad at them. But it's a slab and, you know, only overhangs count. Not to be a climbing elitist or anything. I think I brought half of the woodland back in my shoes as well. And stuck to my pad. I'll leave this one here then, and likely be back down Sunday morning for something. Depends what I get done. I need to do a bit of work on the van. That bookshelf I'm going to have to replace the fronting on. That's not going to hold. It's already coming apart again, unfortunately. The front of the fridge here, I think what I want to do is replace this piece and make that a full piece, insulate the back of it, because when I'm sitting with the door open, the sun's getting right on that, which makes the fridge have to work harder, so a bit of extra insulation there will be good. I might see to that this weekend. It's very quiet down here. This battery's going to die soon. Apart from that one car driving down the road there, it's very quiet down here. Yep, I'll leave you there. Figure out what I'm going to do for the rest of the day now. Ooh, 20%'s just come up. Yeah, I need to charge this.